lesson, we'll look at vocabulary related to manufacturing. Companies manufacture goods in plants or factories, where they put together raw materials or various parts and components into a final product. We'll cover ideas such as fabrication, as well as the assembly line where goods are assembled. Manufacturers rely on quality control, or QC, to ensure the quality of their finished goods. Manufacture. Manufacturing. Manufacturing is the process of making goods or products, especially on a large scale. Manufactured goods range from simple pencils to advanced airplanes.
Canada sells wood to China, where it is used to manufacture furniture for the North American market.
Plant. Factory. Manufacturing normally takes place in large buildings called plants or factories. In a plant, goods are created through a combination of machines and human labor.
Jaguar Land Rover's new plant in Slovakia, the company's third overseas factory, will employ almost 3,000 workers.
Raw materials.
Raw materials.
Raw materials are the basic materials used in the manufacturing process. This includes natural resources such as oil, wood, and metals.
Because South Korea lacks natural resources, its economy relies on raw materials imported from other countries.
Components. Parts. Manufactured products may be built from smaller components or parts. Some products are actually made up of thousands of tiny components made by other companies.
The iPhone is built from components made by several other companies, including Samsung, Broadcom, and ST Micro.
Fabrication.
Fabrication.
Generally, fabrication is the making of a product by combining different parts. Fabrication can also refer to the manufacture of products made exclusively from metal, such as car bodies or steel frames.
Construction of a new warehouse started with the fabrication of a steel framework for the building.
Assemble. Assembly line. Assembling means putting together various parts in the manufacturing process. Assembly is usually done in an organized sequence of workstations called an assembly line.
Most Boeing airlines are assembled in the Seattle area from parts that are made in countries all over the world.
Quality control. QC. To ensure consistency in manufacturing, companies use quality control, or QC. This involves inspecting products for problems or testing them to make sure they work correctly.
Before being sold, every one of our machines passes through our QC division, where it is inspected for flaws or defects.
Finished goods.
Finished goods.
The final results of the manufacturing process are finished goods. Finished goods have passed inspection and are ready to be distributed to customers.
Our manufacturing process transforms raw materials into finished goods in a matter of hours.
think of supply chain management, we usually think of logistics. But supply chain management is about more than just shipping goods from point A to point B. In this lesson, we'll look at the basic steps in the supply chain, beginning with suppliers who sell materials or parts to the manufacturers that assemble products. The products then go to distributors, who transport them to retailers, where they are then sold to consumers or end users. Supply chain.
Supply chain.
A supply chain is the entire network of businesses involved in providing goods or services to a customer. This includes all the processes related to the creation, storage, and movement of a product.
The supply chain for gasoline begins with extracting oil from the ground and ends with the gas sold at the pump.
Logistics.
Logistics.
Logistics is the process of managing the flow and storage of materials, goods, information, and capital. Good planning and communication is essential to good logistics.
Our logistics department has a sophisticated system for tracking materials through the supply chain.
Shipping.
Shipping.
Shipping is the movement of goods and cargo, either by land, air, or sea.
We offer customers different shipping options with different delivery speeds and costs.
Supplier.
Supplier.
A supplier is a business that provides goods or services to other businesses in a supply chain. A manufacturer usually relies on several or even hundreds of different suppliers.
Gorman Motors is looking for a new supplier for the electrical components of its trucks.
Materials.
Raw materials.
Materials are the physical items that a supplier provides to other businesses. These materials could be raw resources such as oil or manufactured parts such as computer chips.
The high cost of materials has slowed down the construction sector in the last few years.
Manufacturer.
Manufacturer.
A manufacturer uses machines, tools, and labor to transform materials into goods. The goods might be for use by consumers or as parts of a more complex product.
Boeing is one of the largest manufacturers of airplanes in the world.
Distributor.
Distributor.
A distributor buys products from manufacturers and then resells them to retailers. A distributor is like a middleman between the producers and the consumers.
The Canadian paper company found a European distributor for their specialty products.
Retailer.
Retailer.
A retailer is a business that sells products directly to customers or end users.
Traditional retailers are complaining about online retailers stealing their customers.
Consumer.
Consumer.
In economics, the consumer is the one who uses a good or service that has been produced. consumers are the final link in the supply chain.
After the economic crisis, consumers showed a lack of confidence by saving rather than spending.
Now,